So this is Reunion Village, and it's just off the highway, off of the I-4, and it's pretty close to Disney. Hop on the highway, and I don't know, 15 minutes maybe from here. So not too far away from Disney. And then of course if you keep going on the highway, you know, down a bit, then you have everything else. Eventually you get to SeaWorld, and then Universal Studios, Universal Orlando. Yeah, so the highway is off to the right over here, as I'm sure that you're seeing. You have the homes on the left, the highway on the right. So pretty interesting location over here. I think that the homes are a bit slower of sellers, not that they haven't sold, because there's just tons of them built at this point. As you can see as we're driving, it's nothing but homes. And a lot of these models seem to be busy today, so I'm probably going to pass on even trying to make a video of the model. Not to mention too, I don't think there's too much inventory left. I think when I looked on the map, I think there's like 10 homes left to build, 10 home sites. Yeah, probably what's on this street over here. I'm going to U-turn. So the location is, you know, very nice. It's just that highway noise. Oh, I should have turned there. Let's see, what's this car doing? They're probably just touring the neighborhood. That's what it looks like. Usually when they stop and they don't really continue to drive. They're just kind of looking around. Looks like there's little pools in some of the back of these homes. Not really a pool even. I guess it's more like a, from what I'm seeing, some of them look more like they're just like a little spa, like a little 5-foot, 4-foot thing. So yeah, so you can see there's available home sites to the left. To the right they're building. So this does go into a Reunion Resort, and I believe that was the turn to go into Reunion Resort. I just want to see if there's any other, you know, home sites I can mention over here. Or should I say show. And of course, if you haven't watched my videos, you know that construction is always the most important part. Yeah, see, they're still looking around. Construction is the most important part of the process. You got another home site or so over here, but right next to the power towers, that's not something you would want for even property value, probably not to mention your health. Yeah, so all these on the left are probably home sites too. But that's your backyard then, the highway. So, you know, you better be a deep sleeper. Now you can use the amenities at the, what is it, the Encore Resort, I believe, and maybe even the main Reunion Resort. Yeah, that's exactly where this goes into. Now I do have other videos where I have already driven the Reunion Resort. Yeah, here's the Spectrum condos. So you can check out those videos as well. These must be the Spectrum townhomes. Here on the left. Yeah, Spectrum townhomes, I believe. Never had the opportunity to make a video of these, although I might have, because I do have videos of, I believe I have a video of a townhouse, but this was many years ago. Over here in Reunion. But they look different. Augusta model, 3 beds, 2.5 baths. Looks like there's some home sites available for some more. Reunion is pretty well built up at this point. I don't really expect there to be any more homes, although who knows where there could be some land hiding. But you know, I don't know how much could be left. Yeah, see, here's the condos at Spectrum. Check out my videos of those. I think the last time I made a video was 2 years ago now, maybe. Yeah, I would say at least 2 years ago, maybe 2023, or 3 years ago. Depends on how you look at it. Depends on when I made the video too. Yeah, so Reunion's a great place to have a vacation home. That's really what it is, mostly vacation homes. And that's mostly because of the amenities. And I know I have some videos of what is it, the clubhouse and all that stuff. Yeah, so here's the I-4 that we're crossing over. This is the Bear's Den. These large luxury homes, super expensive homes. And the thing about this location is that, as you probably noticed, some of these other, like, I guess, subdivisions within the main division itself, they have their own gated community, because they want to keep all the wild tourists away from these, you know, multi-million-dollar homes. Pretty interesting. Speed humps in a 25. I was doing what, 18 when I hit the hump. Yeah, the Jack Nicklaus Clubhouse on the left.